There we go. All right. So, welcome, everyone to orientation. I'm just so excited that you guys are here with us this evening. And go ahead and drop hey into the comments if you are here, just so that I know that you can hear me loud and clear. And also would love to know where you're tuning in from as well. Frozen, Michigan. Oh no, Modesto's here, California. We have Chicago in the house as well. Hope you guys are all staying safe and warm wherever you are in the world. And South Carolina is here, Georgia. Amazing. Australia is here. What time is it there in Australia? Singapore in the house, Seattle, Virginia. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so we are officially going to get started here in just a minute. We're just going to wait for everyone to pop in. And while we do, let's have just a little bit of fun. First, tell us where you're tuning in from. You guys are already doing that. Love seeing all the cities and the countries popping up as well. Hello, Toronto. Hello, Orange County. Vegas babies in the house as well. Amazing. And this tell us one word that you are hoping to get out of tonight's orientation. Is it inspiration? Is it confidence? Is it clarity? Is it strategy? Go ahead and type it in. I just want to make sure that we give you exactly what you guys came for. This call is all about you, and I want to welcome you again to the Riman family. We're really, really excited that you're here taking the time to start your business, kick off your business, or maybe you're restarting your business. Our job is to show you your business tools and how simple this business really can be. Okay. So if you're ready, put ready into the comments, and we are going to get this started. And I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and get this kicked off with you all. Okay. So, welcome, everyone. And again, congratulations. You are officially a Riman beauty planner. Maybe some of you have already hit manager. Maybe some of you have already hit senior manager. And if not, no worries, because we have a game plan for you tonight, which basically means you now have access to a proven global brand, incredible products, and a business system that is already built for you. So before we go any further, again, I just want to just say it's you just being on this call, it says so much about you and just what you're wanting here and your seriousness. And I just really want to congratulate you. Okay, so we're going to keep this short and sweet. If you guys have questions, I have the chat open. This call is again for you. And we're going to get all of your questions answered as well. Okay. So, first of all, I want you to know that you are supported and you are completely equipped here. That was one of the things that I really loved when I said yes to Riman, is that there was already a really great system in place. One thing that I do want you to know is that you don't need to know everything today, okay? But do grab a notebook, grab a pen, take some notes. You just need to take the right next step. Which again, you're going to learn on this call. So very, very excited. Okay, Tony is ready. Wants inspiration. Sarah wants freedom and empowerment. I love that you guys shared what you guys are wanting from this call so that we can deliver. Mary wants financial freedom. Me too. Zach wants systems. Tammy wants clarity. Jerry wants inspiration. Roxana wants freedom. Amazing. Okay, love this. Okay, let's keep this going. And we're gonna go to the very, very beginning just for a minute. Okay. Before I learned about the products, before I learned even the compensation plan, you guys, before I learned anything, the first thing that I heard was Rimon's story. And I will say this, once you hear it, everything shifts and you realize really what you said yes to. So let's go through it. So Riman was established in Korea in 2018 in the most competitive beauty market in the entire world. And in just a few short years, we hit over 2.5 billion in revenue. We became the #1 K-beauty brand in Korea. We sold 40 million bottles of our dermatology cream alone. And for those of you guys that haven't heard the story before, if you know the size of Korea, it's about the size of Indiana. It has 50 million people. Can you imagine selling 40 40 million bottles, and it was just of our one product, which is the dermatology cream. If you don't have it, that's definitely one that you want to get. And it all happened before North America even launched. North America opened in 2023, which means that what you're stepping into right now is proven, and you are still early. Timing is everything, and you are sitting in the seats that give rare opportunities. We also call that first movers advantage. We've also launched in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, the UK, Philippines, Japan, and we are just getting started. So please type wow if you didn't know any of what I just said. Just type wow if this is like the first time that you've heard this. I'm always kind of curious to see how many have really heard just the basic stats of Riman. So I feel like all of you guys have. Okay, that's awesome. So Riman, oh, one person. Awesome. Yay, Mandy. So Riman didn't just create products, they rethought the entire model. So from the philosophy to the products to the pricing to the compensation to the people. And that's why this works for people at every single stage. So whether you're brand new or maybe you're experienced, this is why you're wherever you are, why the scales globally so quickly. So now let's walk you guys through your tools, and we're going to start with Riman.com. So Riman.com is your home base. Okay, so this is your home base. Everything runs through here. This is where you're going to place your orders. This is where you're going to enroll customers. This is where you're going to enroll new beauty planners. This is where you're going to manage your business. This is also where you're going to be able to access your tools and your resources. And one of those tools is called My Office. So from your website, you're going to be able to access your back office. And this is your business dashboard. Okay. The cool thing is that you log in once, you use that same email and password. You don't have to remember another password for this. This is already included and it just comes right along with your website. So this is what you're going to see here. You're going to see your commissions, your rank progress, your customers, your team, your reports. Everything is all in one place. I love that. So would you guys do me a favor and type clear in the comments if you like knowing exactly where everything lives? I do. I really love everything in one place as well. And I love that this was already built for me and I didn't have to build it. So another huge benefit, of course, of being here and being in this type of a business model. You also have your own personal mall. I want you guys to think of this as your online storefront, okay? It's already built for you. And inside, you're going to find your customer shopping link. This is the link that you're going to share when people want to shop with you. You're also going to find your enrollment link. This is the link that you share when people want to partner with you. You also have a social share link. That's the one I like because it just lands prettier. If you're DM, texting, you're sending your link on social media, that's the one that I'm going to recommend using. Again, it just has a really, really pretty little thumbnail that comes right along with that one. And you also have the ability to create shopping carts as well. So let's go through those. Customization, you guys, here is really as easy as 1, 2, 3. And what I love about these little customized bags is you can customize them with your customer's name, right? They love seeing their name. And so you can put their first and their last name. You get to write a little description. So a little note, a little message that you also get to write and include on your cart. And you can create the bag right in your on your mall, and you're going to name it. You're going to select the products. You're going to drop those products in there, and then you just hit basically you hit done, copy the link, send the link to a customer, someone that's maybe interested in wanting to use the exact products that you're using, right? And this really saves them time, so they don't have to go onto the site that has a lot of great products and try to search through everything. We can make this really, really fun and really easy for them. Okay. All right. Now let's pop into the drive, because the drive is where all of your materials that you're going to need for your business live. So the drive, again, is where all your marketing materials are. And this is where you're going to find your product info, your social content, your tools, your videos, your brochures, like everything here lives here. And so again, you go to one place. What I really, really encourage you guys to do is just log into your website and go play. Go play around. Go click on all the buttons. Go see where everything is. That's really the best way to learn more about all of the things that we have for you on your website. So we have an incredible support system here. As you can see, this call is one of them, and we have a lot of great tools for you to plug into. But one of the greatest things and the best ways that we can all start is by launching our business the right way. And this is basically your roadmap. This is where you're going to get focused. Take the time to sit in a quiet place and really write down your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and also why you said yes. Because most people don't quit because they're incapable, they quit because they're unclear. And this is going to keep you moving forward. Okay. Would you guys do me a favor, and only if you want to, and in the chat, type one word that describes why you said yes. Why did you say yes to Riman? I'm just always so curious to know, like, why did you say yes? And goals matter, right? They matter. And knowing why we said yes is so important. Goals aren't pressure. They're basically their permission, right? Their permission to say no to distractions, permission to stay focused when motivation fades, and permission really to measure progress instead of guessing. That's what we're doing here. So Rosanna says her future. Alice says the uniqueness of Riman. These are all so great. Trixie says great opportunity. My why, grandchildren. Oh my gosh, don't make me cry. For my girls, love the products, more family time. I love you, Jermaine. You, for the people, for the community, for the culture, for the freedom, all the reasons, right? I want you guys to remember that. Okay. Look at all the different reasons why people are saying yes to this. And so this is your starting point. Goals tell you where you're going, and your why tells you why you won't quit. Okay. All right. I now have the honor to introduce our next speaker. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I had the opportunity to meet this incredible lady, this beautiful lady here. We were presenting together. It was the first time that I got to meet her, and I'm just really excited for you guys to get to get to know her a little bit more too. So this is Kristin, and her last name is pronounced Schriks. Did I say it?
Shrek.
Okay, I was
It's
practicing.
Shrek's. I know. It's okay, girl. When that movie Shrek came out, my husband goes, "Okay, our name is just out the door. It's going to be
Out the door.
pronounced incorrectly."
Amazing.
Yeah,
I love it. But she's been with
I
Riman
know.
for a little over a year. She's a team leader with us. You guys, hold on though. Her background is in oncology, healthcare, and she has a master's degree in music. She's also a stylist. She's an image consultant. She's a mom of two, right?
Yes.
And she's building an incredible Riman business here. She's this close to hitting director, and we're all just cheering her on. And so everyone, please, hearts in the chat, please give it up for Kristin.
Thank you so much, Kristie. You are so sweet. And that was one of the things that was so refreshing and beautiful when I first partnered with Riman. I had been with another skincare company for almost 10 years and they closed their doors. And you think you have it amazing, and then you start looking for something new. And I always believe that when God shuts a door, he has something else really beautiful planned ahead for you. And so for me, took my time trying different skincare lines, doing research. But I actually, Ramon goes back to their roots, and they're all about heritage ingredients and beautiful products that are made safe and clean and heal your skin from the inside out. Well, I went back to like my college roots. So one of my roommates in college was from South Korea. Her father was a fisherman in South Korea, and she used to always tell me about like the way women took care of their skin. And she would always make jokes, about how American women didn't do it right and all these other things. But she always had the most beautiful, glowing skin. And, fast forward a very long time because I graduated from college a long time ago. But it's so incredible how things, from your past become then part of your future, right? So when I discovered Ramon and I ordered a few products to try for myself, the thing I instantly saw in my skin literally within the first few days was just this glow and this hydration. And even, my husband and my friends and women and men who had been my clients in my previous company, who were like, what are you going to use? We want to know what you're using, And so, I'm one to really try things first because I'm like, I'm not going to sell or share something that I don't believe in, right? So when Tim tells you to keep finding your clients, or when Danny Bay says build local and grow global, it's exactly what he means, like sharing the product. So I'm giving you my testimony about how much I love Riman and how I fell in love with the products first and how that came to be. But I'm going to give you a couple of tips as you are starting your business and growing your business, because one way that I grew a very loyal, very successful, consistent business. And I don't like leaving any money on the table. So I always want to max out the compensation plan. So my personal goal every month is always selling 4,000 or more. I'm not a mega influencer. You can find me on Instagram because, of course, I'd love to build my following and love having Riman family members following me on Instagram. But I am very much a person to person type of business builder. And I love having coffee with prospective business partners. I love doing drop offs. So, actually, all my employees are out right now. So, I actually grabbed a random little tote, but I have these customized bags that I have had made with the Riman logo on the front. And I put a full size signature ritual in there. And then I have these tip cards that have all the steps on how to do your signature ritual. I make little sample jars of the dermatology cream to keep it hygienic. Everything else is in, bottles. So all of that is great. It has, my information and my QR code on the front. And I do drop off. So like right now, I have a neighbor who hasn't bought anything from me yet. Her sister was coming in out of town. I said, Kathy, I'm going to drop you off a skincare ritual. Would love for you and your sister to enjoy it. And she's like, oh, well, I've used such and so brand, will remain nameless, for like 30 years. Why would I want to change now? And I said, well, you just, humor me and give it a try. And so, literally, person to person, I'll build my business that way by letting people try the products locally. If I have someone who I believe is going to be an amazing business partner, I use these incredible tools, the experience kits that we have available online, because I really believe that when people try the products and they see the difference in their skin, they see the difference in their hair, they really begin to experience Riman. They are going to see what all the hype is about. And then when you start to dig into the science and the patented ingredients and how we have a patent here in the US now on our giant young pole plant, and you see how impressive this company is and how we are literally just getting started. We are still just a baby company. It should get you so fired up and excited. You should want to jump out of bed every morning and tell anyone and everyone you know. So I highly encourage you, especially if you're in your first 30 days, to make an investment in your business. Have some local employees, as I call them, my skincare rituals, and let them be out and about in the community working for you. Because what other company have you met that someone local says, hey, why don't you try my products first for 2 or 3 nights? Give it a try and let me know what you think. You all, 10 out of 10 times I get orders whenever I let people try the products that way first. And that builds a really loyal, good client base. Yes, you can share socially. Yes, you can just tell people about the products. And if they know and love and trust you, they're probably just going to order them. And that happens too. But it's just one way that I have been able to build my business and have a lot of fun with it too. So thank you guys so much for letting me share my testimony. But yes, I am very excited running for director, and I hope to see all of you in Long Beach next month. So let me introduce Alice. Alice, are you on here and ready to go? I'm so excited to introduce our next presenter, Alice. She is a director out of Southern California. She has a growing team in Hong Kong as well as Japan, which, of course, that market just opened recently. And I'm so excited for you to hear from Alice now. Welcome, Alice.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi,
It's
Kristie.
good to see you.
Thank you for introducing me. And lovely, lovely. I just heard what you had to share, and I was actually learning and listening at the same time. And I was like, this is a very good idea. We always have different thoughts and different ideas of how to build our business. And with me, I'm a licensed esthetician in California, and I've been in this skincare industry for more than 20 years. And I was very skeptical about products, especially topical, which is skincare products. I never thought that any skincare product would actually change the fine line, the hyperpigmentations, all the skin issues that we have, because I was in that field and I was working with a lot of doctors. And finally, until I met Riman, it really it really changed my whole perspective of looking at skincare, because now I found a line that can really change our skin texture. It can really improve our color tone, which is the most important in skincare, because not many skincare can have that same effect. And since I study the product before I even put it on my own face and I share with my friends, I have to share with you guys. I was so like I had to it took me a couple of days to actually realize that there are product actually really works, that in a way that it goes into the deeper skin, deeper surface of your skin tone, because everything stays on top, which is called topical cream, right? But incel derm, which is how we understood the word, it goes deep inside to your skin, to the cell of your skin. That's why how I got into this field, and I actually started this business with my friends, with my mom. She was like a great partner with me. And I don't even have to speak much about the product. Everybody just come and ask me, what are you using? Can you tell me? Can you share with me the product? And can you share me the website? So it's actually a no ring seller to me. It's like I don't even have to say anything about the product. Just show people how your skin feels and look. I always let them teach, like actually touch my skin, actually see how it feels, because compared to my skin before and after, all my friends can see. I mean, this company, the product, the culture, especially after I went to Jeju Island, it really blew my mind. It's just it this company start from the bottom, from the root, from where they grow their own ingredients. That really makes That's why I said the uniqueness of this company, because you don't really find companies like this, not that many companies out there. So with Riman, I really ask people to try the product, but you have to use it like in a way that your sponsor or your friend tells you, because do not mix and match. Just use this product, use this whole line, give some time, and then you can see your face, take a picture of before and after, and it will make a huge difference. And then you don't even have to sell. If you do this as a business, you don't have to say much. This is a natural sell product. Okay, all you have to do is use it and share. That's all. It's very simple. And if you do this as a part-time, full-time, doesn't matter what you want to do, what kind of form you want to do this business as, I believe that it will bring you to a next level, because this is really can make, especially women out there, that if you're working full-time, part-time, if you're a parent, if you're a single parent, if you're just like a college graduate, it's a lot of chances that you'll see in this market in Remont, it will make your dream come true. It's just the matter of time. We all want to be time free. We have to have the freedom of time, freedom of financially free. So what we need to know is how we can get there. That is the most important thing. And here we have a lot of leaders who can help us grow together in this business. All you have to do is duplicate. All you have to do is to make sure that you get on all the Zoom meetings, you get on all the meetings that we have in the office. And also, very important is the convention. I have to mention that every time I go to the convention, you go up a rank, you escalate one or two level. So convention can really change the whole perspective of how you look at business, because you meet a lot of people. So the next one is coming. Okay, we have to do this. Okay, the Long Beach one. So let's do it. And let's see you in Long Beach. And then I love to meet everybody there. And then let's try to do what we're trying to do here and make your dream come true. Thank you so much. And next we have Khai. And I'm going to let Khai, very nice gentleman, introduce himself a little bit, because I see him everywhere, but I don't know that I really have not talked to him in person, but I would love to know him better. So Khai, please give it away.
Thank you, Elise. Hello, Kristie Belliston, and hello, everybody on the team. Good to see you guys. It's always we're always excited to have Kristie as an MC because she brings so much energy for the rest of us to follow, right? So yeah, it's nice to be on the Zoom with you guys. It has been a while. My name is Khai Huynh, and I'm currently living in Southern California. Actually, I live in California for 30 years, and my family moved to Texas for 5 years. But when we committed to Riman, we decided to move back to California. Want to be close to the company, want to be close to my upline. I have two awesome upline, Tim Her and Chris Kim, and so I want to be close to them and leverage on their expertise and their training. So right now, my family are back in California almost a year now, right? So that's a little bit of my background. I joined Riman just for one reason, because of my sponsor. In business, great company, great products we can find, but those won't last long if we don't have good leaders. And I have so much faith in Tim and Chris and Betty, and now I got a chance to work with Danny Bay. So the reason I joined Riman because of that, not because of the product, right? I don't even have hair, so that it's very limited on how many product I can use. But I joined because of a great leadership in this company, and also because of you guys. I want to be part of a great community. Okay, and so it's so fun to be with you guys. So my part today is basically we're talking about how we can be successful with the business and with a comp plan, and how we can intentionally build a business correctly. So when I look at Riman comp plan, and yes, in business, at the end of the day, we have to make money. I hope you guys agree with that, right? If you guys agree with that, just give me a one, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how great the product is, we need to make money. So we have to approach the business as a business. And a lot of people talk about that. We have to approach the business like the business, but not many people understand that, right? Because a lot of us, sometimes we came from a corporation. We work in the office, but we never really start a business, run a business, and be successful in the business. Network marketing is no exception. Network marketing is a business. And when you get into network marketing, you might not have to invest $500,000 or $1 million or multiple $1 million to start a business. So sometimes when we don't have to invest that kind of money, we take the opportunity kind of lightly. But in business, if we want to be successful, we have to have the mindset that we're gonna get in correctly, invest correctly. Our time have to be invest correctly. Our money have to be invest correctly. Our emotional, our health, we have to invest into it. So when I look at this comp plan, it's just like any kind of business I started, traditional or network marketing. I want to know how to maximize the game plan. I really want to how to maximize it. I really want how to make the money, right? So I'm going to show you the slide so you can have an idea to follow, because in business we have to measure the action, because the action translates into success. So there have to be a way for us to measure that. So I'm going to show you the slide. This is how to keep me and my team focused and be successful in business. Okay, so here's a slide. Let me play this. This is how I break down the comp plan. Okay, I just try to make it simple. How many ways we can make money? This might not be exactly the way Riman present, but this is how I break it down for me to understand. All right, I'm not a very good in numbers, so therefore I need to make it simple. Okay, so when I get into this business, I look at the comp plan. I say, okay, so where is the money start? Okay, now we can make money as the planner, as the manager, senior manager, but the money really starts when we get to team leaders. So I want to get to the rank of team leader ASAP. Okay, because once you hit to the team leader and you maintain that volume consistent, you will create a pretty significant stream of income, about $5,000, $7,000, or even more. Okay, at the rank of team leader, depend on how wide you build a business, right? How many customers you have in the business. The wider you build, the more customer you acquire, then your income is higher, right? In a higher bracket. When you build very limited on how many legs, very few customer, then your income is low. So when I look at the comp plan, there's 7 rank. I want to focus on the team leader, and that's where I focus on my aim on that. So this is how I measure and how I can get into the rank of team leader ASAP. Okay, step 1 is that I have to position myself as a business owner. I'm going to go in and I'm going to invest my time, my effort, my energy, my emotion, my health. It's just like any kind of business. I want to invest it. And I understand that every success is always start with you, with us. So basically, you are the owner of your business. Your success of the success of your business is depending on you. So you have to make the right decision and you have to have the right attitude. So the first step is make the commitment how you invest into the business. Now the company have a lot of package for you to start, and you have to make the decision what is best for you. Okay, for my team and for myself, I always tell people to start as the professional package, or you might call that is the senior manager, 6,000 points. Okay, that's where we want to start with that. The reason we want to start with 6,000 points is because we will need a lot of product to do K-pop. And K-pop is the best way to get your message across, because nowadays people hear too many things, see too many things on social media. It's important for them to try the product, right? And if you start a business and you don't have products for your team for your guests, your customer, your potential prospect to try the product, it's very hard for them to believe in what we do, because there's so much out there and so many confusion out there. So it's important to start the business correctly. The second thing is all of us right now is just going nuts trying to make a living, right? The society right now getting tougher and tougher. Making money is not easy. Some of us have to have several jobs, right? 2 jobs sometimes, right? And because of that, the time is very limited. Our time is very limited nowadays. We have to make it work. So it's important for us to set the time aside, focus on that, right? We might only have a couple of hours a week, but we have to set the time aside, right? We got to focus on the time that we set for Riman. So for my team, myself, we want to make sure that we set at least two slot, right? 2 slot of the time every single week, so we can do K-pop. And I strongly believe in the K-pop. The reason is, you can say so many things, but once people try the product and experience the product, they make some amazing decision that you might not even imagine. So K-pop, 2 K-pops a week. Every time you do a K-pop, you want to make sure that you have enough time to prepare and demonstrate and explain and show the business, the products, the complaint to the people, to your guests. The second thing is we have to have a target, how many customers we want to have, right? So if you open a nail salon or a business or restaurant, you wanna know like how many customers you need to have a day, on average ticket, how much they have to spend on each time they come and visit. So basically the same thing. We want to have K-pop every week. We want to have certain amount of customer, all right? And because of that, we know exactly what we need to have, how many guests. Now, when I invite guests, I don't expect everybody signed up. I just want to have enough people in the seat so they can see my opportunity, so they can make the decision for themselves. So at least 3 guests every K-pop, right? 3 guests is perfect, ladies and gentlemen, because when you have a K-pop and you have about 3 guests, you can easily managing the time and how you can support them, how you can answer their question. Sometimes, if you don't have enough guests, it's kind of sad. But if you have too many guests, it might be overwhelmed unless you have a team to support you. So first step is you committed with the right business package, right mindset. The second thing is set your time aside for Riman only. Okay. When you set that time aside for Riman, don't put anything on it. It's just like Riman only. The third thing is that every time you do a K-pop, you want to have a focus on how many people, right? A minimum of 3 guests yourself. Okay. You might have to invite 10 guests, might have to invite more than 10 guests to make sure you have 3 show up. And after that is that you want to make sure that everything is consistent, right? In this business, if you don't have K-pop, it's like your business is not open. Imagine you have a coffee shop, right? And you don't open the door. How do you expect to have profit, right? So the same thing when you do Riman, if you don't have the time set aside to talk to your prospect, you don't have appointment, right? You don't have K-pop. So basically your business is closed, especially for those who doing Riman part-time and you don't have a lot of time. So K-pop is the most effective way to build your business because you don't have a lot of time. That's why you want to do K-pop. And when you do K-pop, you can actually have more people at one location instead of running around from meeting to meeting. So that's why those who looking at Riman as an opportunity to build a business part-time, you need to do K-pop. Now, those of you who want to build a business fast and solid, you need to do K-pop because more people see your products, more people experience it, more people make decisions. So if you do this system, then you can actually calculate it in your head. It's basically you can measure it in your head. And the way I measure is this: 2K pops a week, 3 customer every K-pop. That means I'm exposing my business, my product to 6 people every single week. Now, if I do that 4 weeks straight, because we have 4 weeks in a month, 4 weeks straight, I'm going to have at least 24 people that expose to my products, to my opportunity. Now, with that 24, try the product, feel the product, smell the product, see the opportunity. I'm just looking at about 20% going to say, okay, I like it. I want to try some products. I want to start a part-time business. And if you think about it, 20% up to 24 people, you're going to have about 4 people, right? And when I have 4 people, I'm going to build 4 legs. I'm going to build 4 legs. I'm going to stack it 1, 2, 3, 4 legs straight, right? Not like one after the other, 4 legs straight, right? And the second month, I'm going to duplicate exactly the same thing. I'm going to set 2 K-pop every week. I want to make sure that I have 3 personal guests at my K-pop every single time, right? I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to invite the 4 people that I just brought in to plug in and do exactly the same thing, right? Now, the second month, with the same system, with the same number of guests, I'm expecting to have another 4 new planner. If I have 4 new planner, 4 new what you call a business partner, right? Now I'm going to build the A legs, right? Because the first month I'm going to build 2 legs, 4 legs. The second month I'm going to build another 4 legs. That's the A legs. I'm not going to stop until I hit the 10. I'm going to build the A legs. The same thing duplicated down. So I'm keep doing that for 90 days. And you guys think about it. If you do 90 days with that kind of calculation, you can expect about 12 different legs. Let's say in that 12 different legs, some of them turn into customer. They don't want to do the business, right? They just want to use a product. At least you're going to have a good solid 10 legs. That is exactly what Tim and Chris have been teaching us is about building 10 legs, right? But in order for you to have 10 legs, you have to have more legs because somebody's going to die off along the way. Somebody's going to slow down. So the more you can measure your action, right? Because in business, a lot of us just do it, right? They don't have any way to measure it. But it's so important for you to measure your action so you know what to expect as a result, right? So my formulation is my formula for success is very simple, right? I want to keep things simple. Every single week, I want to have 2 K-pop. Every K-pop, I want to focus on have 3 guests or more, right? I want to be consistent day in, day out, week in, week out. So I want to make sure that we have about 24 guests every single month. That I will expect about 4 business partner. Keep doing that 90 days. I'm expecting about about 12 business partner. And I encourage my team to plug it into my K-pop and duplicate that. So what do you expect? So if you start with a business with about 1,500 points, or you start with that's a planner, 1,500 points, or you can start with a senior manager, a shortcut into the senior manager with 6,000 points. So when you do it for 30 days and you're gonna duplicate that, just focus on 30 days for yourself, and then you duplicate 30 days on your team, but at the same time, you also do another 30-day run, right? So if you duplicate that, the difference in commission is this, ladies and gentlemen, after 90 days, okay? So if you start with 1,500 points, you can expecting about $10,000 a month with the volume that you generate and duplicate. But if you start with a 6,000 point as a senior manager, you can expect your income over $30,000 a month. Now, how do I know that income is about that range? How do I know that? It's very simple. When my team start, okay, when my team start, that's exactly what we start. We start on the month of April, 3 days before the end of the month, and we start that system. Everybody in our team at that time, we say, this is how we're going to start it, 6,000 points. And people say, what is the benefit for me to start 6,000 points? It's very simple. In the comp plan, we have 7 rank, right? The team leader rank is right in the middle. That's where you start earning, and that's where you get to leverage on the effort of your team. Before that rank, you don't get that much leverage. Before the rank team leader, everything is on you. You got to do it. You don't get a chance to leverage a lot on your team. When you hit to the team leader rank, you get a chance to leverage on your team. So our focus, my team focus, my focus is that we want to focus on team leader. So I want to make sure that I hit team leader. And how do I hit team leader? The fastest way is that the fastest way is you committed to 6,000 points, and then you get your key leader to commit to 6,000 points. Okay. And then that's how we duplicate it. That was the reason why when we start the business in 3 days, we generate over 200,000 points in 3 days, because that's how we focus, right? And that was how we was able to qualify director in the first 24 days. That was how we were able to focus on senior director in 2 months. That's the way we build a business. So when you look at Riman, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing I can tell you this, okay, time is not your friend. Okay, they don't like you. They pass by really quick, and if you're not taking a massive action, the only thing I can guarantee you this is that you're gonna become very disappointed and regret, because you wish you did something that during the time that just passed by you. So time is precious. Make a solid decision and go out there and build yourself a really good and solid business. And whatever you do, find a way, because Elise just shared with us earlier, we all have different style. But the most important things I want to walk away today is that have a system to keep track of your action. Because if you don't have a system to keep track of your action, you can't, right? You cannot measure your result. So if you want to have good result, then you must have a system to measure your action. Then you can predict your result. Okay, thank you everybody for your time. And I want to pass back the mic to Kristie. Is that correct?
I'm going to pass it on over to Bree. Bree's
Okay.
next.
Yes, Bree. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, let me take control of sharing my screen. Thank you so much, Khai.
Let me unshare that. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Bree,
Thank
there
you.
you
I
go.
appreciate that. Okay. So you guys, we're going to wrap this up really quick. I promise we're going to get you guys out of here on time. We're going to talk about the monthly event calendar and some promotions that are happening right now. So if you just joined, you literally could not have joined at a better time because we have some pretty incredible Valentine's Day promotions happening right now. But first, one thing that you do have access to in your first 30 days are these starter kits. So we have some US starter kits. We also have some Canadian starter kits. Now, I'm the girl that always wants the best deal. If you are the person that always wants the best deal, like you're looking for the sticker tag that's on sale, raise your hand, put it in the chat, put B in the chat, because I wanted to grab a starter kit when I first got started because it is the best deal, because you are basically getting more products for less money, you're getting a better deal, and plus there's some strategy involved with this. So what happens is you only have access to these your first 30 days, by the way. After that, they go away. You don't have access to them anymore. And so when I got started, I realized the strategy because the points that you get with your starter kit go towards you locking in higher percentages. So, you could lock in 20% or 30% depending on how many starter kits you got. So I always tell people, I'm like, look, I just want to make sure you understand the strategy. That doesn't mean, don't not pay your utility bill because you bought a bunch of product, a bunch of like starter kits. I just want you to understand that there is strategy where you can lock in a higher percentage from day one going forward, and that option is there. Plus, the other thing that you have to realize is Riman does not require you to have a subscription or an auto shipment. So for me, when because I bought 2 of the big premium kits, and I was like, well, actually, this is going to give me product for myself and my household. It's going to give me product that I can sample. It's going to give me product that I can retail and earn my money back. And it's going to give me my own results. So you can see some of these before and after pictures here. You want to build your portfolio of your results and other people's results. So I was getting the product in other people's hands and I was saying, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you try this, compare it to what you're using, and then give me feedback? And so I was able to collect before and after pictures of people that I knew that I could share with friends and family and online and all the things. So it's really important to become a product of the product. Since they don't require us to have a subscription or auto shipment, you're not required to make a monthly payment. So for me, I was like, I'm just buying all my products up front, and then I just purchase more when I run out. So that's a little bit of strategy on that. But again, you have to do what is right for you. Now, we do have a calendar of events here. And this is, I cannot believe, can you guys believe it's already the 27th of January? It's like, this is like the month that went by so slow, but yet so fast. And so the good news is we do have a Valentine's Day promotion that just launched, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. But you can actually find this calendar in the drive. So if you go to exploreriman.com, you can find that. Now, here's the Valentine's Day promo I was talking about. So we have these different bundles that are on promo right now, where when you buy a collagen kit or the dermatology set or the makeup, you're going to get free products with it and a gift bag. But here's the even better part. So this is the last month to qualify for the Costa Rica trip that's coming up in June. And when you buy these bundles, you actually get extra trip points. So you get anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 times more trip points with these bundles when you sell one to a customer, when you personally purchase the bundle, and when your personally sponsored planners purchase a bundle. So not only are you getting trip points, so if you're within like striking distance of qualifying for the Costa Rica trip, which I'll show you here in just a moment, then this is a great way to lock it in. There's still room available, but I will say, you guys, it's getting close. And there's a lot of people who are close to the next tier. So you definitely want to lock in as soon as you can. So take advantage of these. These are going to last, or this is going to run till January 31st, or while supplies last. We have been known to sell out bundles and specials before. So we do have some events happening this week to help you grow your business. This is one where you're on it right now. So congratulations for being on our orientation. It's every Tuesday at the times listed. And then this Thursday, go ahead and join us for an opportunity Zoom where you can learn more about why Riman, why K-Beauty, why is the search for Korean skincare up 389% on Google? Why are there 41 billion searches for the hashtag Korean skincare on TikTok? We're going to talk about those things and why timing is so critical, because timing is to e-commerce and direct sales like location is to real estate. And right now we're sitting in a very special moment in time. So this is where you want to invite your prospects, your guests, your friends and family to hear more about why Riman, why K-Beauty. And I'm going to be presenting alongside the best of the best, Miss Katie Martin and Miss Janet Wickers. So you don't want to miss these dynamic ladies. Holy cow, I'm honored to even be in the room with these ladies. And we also have another special call happening this Wednesday. That is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is going to be all things Riman convention drop, okay? This is everything, all the goods that they have planned for our convention that is coming up at the end of February. They're going to announce the agenda, the special events that they have planned, the speakers, the swag reveal. So if you do not have your ticket yet, I say yet, it is not too late to come. And I promise you, watch the Zoom, you're going to get massive FOMO on why you should be there. So I have the information on how you can get a ticket. I guarantee if you want to come, I bet we can find you guys tickets. I bet we can find you hotel rooms. We will figure it out. Get with your upline team leader. We'll figure out how to make it happen. I can promise you one thing. And, you know, I actually heard Tim Herr share this before, where if you're brand new, we would rather you come to convention than even buy a starter kit. We just want you to be in the room because that's where leaders are born. And we want to do everything we can to help you figure it out, to get to Long Beach, to be there, because it's a different kind of energy, because you have to realize that sales is all about the transfer of belief, and whoever has the most belief wins. And the way that you get that belief is by getting to in-person events and getting your energy and your belief up. And you never know when you're going to have one conversation or hear one thing from a speaker on stage that's going to change everything for you. And every single time I've rank advanced or added a zero onto my paycheck, it's been from getting to an event. So I cannot stress this enough. We want to see you there. We'll help you figure it out. Just reach out to your upline leader. So this is basically a video. So ask your upline leader to send this to you. This is going to give you massive FOMO on why you need to get to the event. This is the last event that we had in Vegas. So we are growing very, very quickly. I have a feeling we're just going to keep growing very quickly. I have a feeling we're going to hear more countries announced at the event. You want to be there live in the room when they announce this. This is where we are currently. And one of the amazing things is I was actually just helping a planner tonight, because she said, I want to sign up some women in Mexico and they want to sign up. How do I do that? And I said, oh, it's super easy. You just change the flag at the top of the website. So you can enroll in all of these countries that were open, and we have more to come. Now, this is that Costa Rica trip that I was talking about. This is happening in June. They've also announced a Bahamas trip, which that qualification starts next month. So if you're brand new and you're like, what about me? I missed it. Don't worry. The new qualification starts next month if you want to get to the Bahamas. And then this is the last month to run for Costa Rica if you're running for this one. So you can see basically the way that you qualify for these trips is you earn points, and you earn points on your activities. So you can see you earn points when you enroll planners, when you hit new ranks, when you sign up customers, and when you promote specials, just like the Valentine's Day promo. Instead of the normal amount of trip points that you would normally get, you're going to get 1.5 to 2.5 times more trip points depending on which promo you sell, which is right here. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on this week's orientation. We'll be back here next Tuesday at the same time, same place. But don't forget to join us Wednesday night for the conference announcement Zoom, and then this Thursday night for the Riman Opportunity Zoom. Thanks everyone, and have a great night.